Today I'm going to tell you about April Fool's Day. April Fool's Day, sometimes called All Fool's Day, is an annual, primarily Western celebration, commemorated on April 1st by playing practical jokes and spreading hoaxes. The reputed association between April 1st and foolishness is in Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, and the nun's priest tale, a vaincock chancelier is tricked by a fox on Sin March began 30 days at 2. Readers apparently understood this line to mean 32 March, example April 1st. However, it is not clear that Chaucer was referencing April 1st. Modern scholars believe that there is a copying error in the extant manuscripts and that Chaucer actually wrote Sin March was gone. If so, the passage was originally meant 32 days after March, example, the 2nd day of May, the anniversary of the engagement of King Richard II of England to Anne of Bohemia, which took place in 1381. In 1508, French poet Eloy Amarval referred to a poison, April Fool, literally fish of April, possibly the first reference to the celebration in France. Some writers suggest that April Fools originated because in the Middle Ages, New Year's Day was celebrated on March 25th in most European towns, though a holiday that in some areas of France specifically ended on April 1st. And those who celebrated New Year's Eve on January 1st made fun of those who celebrated on other dates by the invention of April Fool's Day. The use of January 1st as New Year's Day became common in France only by the mid-16th century, and that date was not adopted officially until 1564, thanks to the Edict of Roussillon. In the UK, April Fool's joke is revealed by shouting "April Fool" at the recipient, who becomes the April Fool. A study in the 1950s by folklorists Ayana and Peter Opie found that in the UK and in countries whose traditions derive from the UK, the joking ceased at midday. This continues to be the current practice within the holiday, ceasing at noon, after which time it is no longer acceptable to play jokes. Ergo, a person playing a joke after midday is considered the April Fool themselves. In Scotland, April Fool's Day was traditionally called Hunted Gawk Day, although this name has fallen into disuse. In Italy, France, and Belgium, the Netherlands, and French-speaking areas of Switzerland and Canada, April 1st tradition is often known as April Fish. This includes attempting to attack a paper fish to the victim's back without being noticed. Such fish feature is prominently present on many late 19th to early 20th century French April Fool's Day postcards, and many newspapers also spread a false story on April Fish Day, and a subtle reference to a fish is sometimes given as a clue to the fact that it is an April Fool's joke. As well as people playing pranks on one another on April Fool's Day, elaborate practical jokes have appeared on radio and TV stations, newspapers, websites, and have been performed by large corporations. In one famous prank from 1957, the BBC broadcast a film in their Panorama Current Affairs series purporting to show Swiss farmers picking freshly grown spaghetti, and what they call the Swiss spaghetti harvest. The BBC were later flooded with requests to purchase a spaghetti plant, forcing them to declare the film a hoax on the news the next day. With the advent of the internet and readily available global news services, April Fool's pranks can catch and embarrass a wider audience than ever before. Thanks for watching this Adventurous Kids episode.